Hello everybody and welcome to the Phoenix Raceway for the fourth race of our 2023 Next Gen mod here, NASCAR Heat 5, coming off our first career win out in Las Vegas in an incredible last lap charge. As they're going to get ready for our stories of the race here as we begin here in Phoenix for our first short track race of the season, get a real test here of what's going to be like a championship. Ryan Blaney failed OSS, he'll be going to the rear of the field. Kyle Larson is your pole winner for today, and Joey Logano also failed tech inspection, so Logano and Blaney will start at the rear for today's race. Rough start for Team Penske, so we're back in the market basket machine here as we begin the race from a 19th place qualifying position, as we are underway in green here in Phoenix. And on lap number 6, we have already charged our way up to the top 5, trying to pass Ross Chastain for 5th. We've shown some speed early. As now on lap 7, though, we've kind of plateaued out in the 5th place area. We're in 6th now, trying to catch back up to one of Ross Chastain. And in the corner, we're going to give Chastain a huge shot and give him the bumper, send him up out of the way. Big contact. Myself and Chastain not having a time here. We make more contact with Ross Chastain. Right, there's a little bit of rivalry developing on lap 12 now. We go through underneath Chris Buescher and Brad Keselowski, the two RFK cars. Some big contact there. Chev Keselowski up the track, slide down into Ross Chastain, and he's going to put us in the wall. Ross Chastain is going to wreck us. And oh, the Melon Man strikes again here in Phoenix. Ross Chastain, after we make a dive on here trying to get up into 9th to get some stage points here to the end of stage. Chastain, we come down the track into Chastain. We goes flying up into the outside while we crash hard down the racetrack. A big hit there for myself after the contact, of course, with Chastain. I'm going to go crashing in the wall and lose all our track position that we have fought so hard for to try to stay in the top 10, be around the top 10, be in contention here. He put us in the wall hard right there on the outside wall. We bounce off the wall, crash off of Keselowski down the track, and there goes all of our positions. Get another angle of it here. As it was just some really hard racing, and I think it was a mix of me coming down and Chastain coming up at the same time. There's a big hit right there, and bang, he wipes us out. And at this point during the race recording, I am absolutely fuming at Ross Chastain, and my goal is to get after him, bro. We are going after him. But on lap 15, Christopher Bell will win stage 1 after our incident. And on lap 25, we're back here in 16th, trying to drive our way back through the field, you know, racing Corey LaJoie and Brad Keselowski for 14th up ahead of us, Bowman behind us in 17th. So we try to give Keselowski a huge shot here in the corner, give him the bumper, send him way up the track, trying really hard to get these positions, but it's just a frustrating racetrack here in Phoenix, and we are definitely not making any friends here today with the way we're racing. Now we're making contact with Corey LaJoie for the big contact 40 to Bowman there through the corner. He's going to push us up the racetrack, up off the outside wall, down to LaJoie. We're crashing again. Oh, LaJoie and myself, we save it, but Blaney bounces off the wall, and now we try to get some revenge on LaJoie there. Now lap 28, we're down to 17th, and we're still trying to race our way back forwards, but we got nothing going on right now. And on lap 30, we're running on the 17th here. We're trying to hang on over Chandler Smith, and LaJoie, and the car's going to get loose, and we're going to spin here right into pit entry, and we spin into pit entry and then back out of the pits, and it's, and then we get slammed by Eric Almirola, and a disastrous turn of events. And now we're 28. Now we're trying to stay out, leave that. We're back here in 30th. Stenhouse is your leader. He's about to lap us here, and I'm trying to get a caution, trying to go lap down, but we end up hitting Ty Dillon. He spins out behind us. We become the caution with a hard head-on hit in the outside wall. A huge lick for us. And we also collect a 42 of Noah Gragson, who takes a lick. And Stenhouse gets by us, laps us, and the caution will now come out here in Phoenix, and we'll have to be one lap down here. So now we're still in. Get another replay of this incident here. We just clip Ryder Smith and come down the track, send Ty Dillon up the track, trying to get a caution. Now he slides a bang hard hit, and we send the wall hard into J.J. Haley. Ty Dillon goes upside down, flipping through there. Christopher Bell gets involved, which gets Stenhouse to stage win. Lap 42 here. We're still a lap down here in 36. We slam the 14 in Briscoe. He goes around my side. We take out LaJoie here, try to finish him off. It's really frustrating the way he's racing us as we had charged our way back up to that 14th area once again, but we're a lap down. We've been trapped this way the entire stage. We fenced Michael McDowell right there. Just some frustration. The day has been going our way. So Ricky Stenhouse Jr. wins stage 2 here in Phoenix. We get the free pass. So lap 55, Larson running in 13th here. We are a ways ahead of him now. He's right back. He's going to blow a tire. Around goes Kyle Larson, up into Bowman, into the wall. Goes the 5 of Kyle Larson. He blows a tire while running inside the top 15. He's going to try to come down the track here, and just not the way he wanted. He's going to get hit. Oh, Justin Haley piles into him. And that's a caution. Lap 55, Riley Earps is here in 32nd. He's going to run into Kyle. No caution yet. He still hits Kyle. Kyle Larson is still spinning around. No caution. Lap 56 now. The whole pack is reaching here, and we're going to fly right by into the lead here from 11th as the whole pack checks up for him. I go full throttle. We take the lead at the caution here. The caution just comes out right there for Larson, just as we get in front of Ricky Stenhouse. And so we somehow have found our way back into the lead of this race by a miracle. Now on lap 62 here, we are in they're trying to get back to the race on lap 59, lap 57. So lap 57 was the Larson incident, so it's going to be lap 59 here on the restart. We decided to pit with most of the packs. We dropped down to 22nd, trying to play some fuel strategy or something, tire strategy, to try to charge our way through the pack and try to get back into contention. We already give Zane Smith the bumper, move him up out of the way. Now we're driving into the 16th place here on the inside of Austin Dillon and battling Allmendinger. Now lap 62, we're charging to 5th place now. Just got around the 9 of Chase Elliott. As we now try to really chase down your leaders, doing everything we can right now. On lap 63, we are now trying to take 4th away from the 45 machine of Tyler Reddick. We make some contact, we take 4th. Lap 63, we remain in 4th. Now we're trying to take 3rd here from Byron Logano. 3 wide racing for 2nd, actually. We send it in, and the battle is on. Now on the lap 69, we move up into 2nd after some pit stops. Myself and Logano are still going to have to come down pit road here late in the race. So on lap 69 here, you see myself, Logano, we get into him, we slide with the aggressive send for the lead. He nearly wipes out behind us. He saves it. Starting to go back here in the full replay. It was a 78 lap race. We're going to just recount what happens after we, had that contact with Joey Logano. So we basically go back here to lap 74. We had come in pit road from the lead. We were at lap 73. Well, we were 5 laps to go, and we really couldn't stay out any longer, so we tried to stay out as long as we could here in the strategy, because we know we don't really have the car to win this race, so we know it's time to come as our tires are absolutely shot, and we're pretty much going to be out of gas before the race ends. So we come down pit road for a scheduled stop here. We come in and sacrifice all our positions, drop all the way down here to 12th. Some more guys go by. We come out of pit road in 18th. So as here we are, 3 laps to go. We come out of the pits in 18th, and we're going to just fast forward all the way here, the last lap of the race. And we are still going to be here in 18th. This actually has to come to take the checkered flag here to finish 18th, because we actually ended up being 1 lap down in 18th. We ended up on the wrong pit strategy. But we come back to start-finish line and finish here in Phoenix 18th, 1 lap down in a very disappointing and challenging race to get through. A lot of incidents, definitely going to be making some rivals. Not the way we wanted this race to go, so finish 18th here in Phoenix. The race winner is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Gets the first win of the season here for himself, winning a stage. He's into the playoffs. Denny Hamlin, your runner-up. Ross Chastain, 3rd. Justin Haley, 4th. Brad Keselowski rounds out your top 5. Then Michael McDowell, Corey LaJoie, Bubba Wallace, BJ McLeod, and Austin Hill, your top 10. Noah Gragson finishes 11th. NASCAR lead lap. Then Bell in 12th. Elliott finishes 15th. Reddick, Harvick, Byron, myself, Bowman, and Blaney just barely inside the top 20. All on the wrong strategy play. You see Truex ends up 22nd. Joey Logano ends up in 25th. You got ways down the order here. Guys just not quite having the right pit strategy. I don't really know what the right pit strategy was, but we didn't have it. And so these guys down here, if we go down to 31st, the back end of the field here, you're going to see some rough finishes. So it's going to end up being Austin Dillon down in 34th, Kyle Busch 35th, Suarez 36th, and Kyle Larson DNFs in 38th, followed by Harrison Burton in 39th. 2 DNFs for those guys, not the way they wanted their race to end. But we come home in 18th place, disappointingly here in Phoenix, where your race winner is Ricky Stenhouse Jr., playing the strategy cards perfectly. As you see the race earnings and the point standings, we were going to remain your points leader even after this abysmal run, not getting any stage points. Ross Chastain is now 2nd in the points. Denny Hamlin 3rd with his win. Then Christopher Bell, Bubba Wallace, Joey Logano, William Byron, Tyler Reddick, Kevin Harvick, Ryan Blaney are top 10 in the points. Then Truex, Haley, Elliott, Briscoe, Stenhouse, and Gregson now the top 16. Gregson's just outside the top 16. Stenhouse is in now. And the first drivers out are going to be Kyle Busch, Eric Jones, Austin Cindric, and Brad Keselowski. As you go look to check here, see the post-race, fast lap of the race, all that good stuff. Fast lap of the race is going to go to Ricky Stenhouse Jr. with a 26.18 and a dominant performance on the move. Most laps led is going to be Ricky Stenhouse as well, as he led 36 out of 78 laps, leading the most out of anybody today. And Justin Haley on the move from 35th to 4th, up 31 spots on the day. And a tough break is going to go to Kyle Larson for the 3rd time in 4 races, starting pole and finishing in 38th, losing 37 spots. It's not Larson's season so far, as now we head back to check the playoff grid. It's going to show our 4 different winners so far through these 4 races. Of course, there's going to be myself, Noah Gragson, Denny Hamlin, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. as we finish 18th. As we complete our incentive, though, get an extra $220,000, and now Riley Earps is he's a little upset with us. So we're still going to compliment him, try to keep away from getting rivals, but telling us we're driving like a buckethead pretty much. So now we're going to try to get our incentive for the next 3 races at Atlanta, Mid-Ohio, and Richmond. We know they're going to be tough tracks, so we're going for 2 top 10s in the next 3 races once again. And see playoff standings. Myself remain at the top. Denny Hamlin second. Stenhouse third. Noah Gragson fourth. Your 4 winners this season. And then Ross Chastain, Christopher Bell, Bubba Wallace, and Joey Logano above the cut line. 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Your top 4 guys on the points who have not won yet. And then below them you got Byron, Reddick, Harvick, Blaney, Truex, Haley, Chase Elliott, and Chase Briscoe in your top 16. The first drivers out being Kyle Busch, Eric Jones, Austin Cindric, Brad Keselowski, and AJ Allmendinger. So until the next episode, I hope you all have a good one.